Hey guys, I think this is day 5. So, um, let's see. I ate a little bit late last night. I had maybe a little bit of chicken and like maybe 4 or 5 grams of some kind of carb. I know I'm not focused on food, but honestly, like my issue really revolves around food and, well, of course, thinking. So, what I'm gonna do is what I've noticed actually in my body is I'm actually fairly muscular. I'm not going to the gym at the moment. Um, I used to go to Planet Fitness, but I'm not a member anymore, so I need to find a new gym. But I'm just doing like, lifts and push-ups and squats here at home. Um, the thing I noticed though is like as my gut is rebalancing, I like certain times of the day, like I'll feel really weird or I'll feel like emotional. Like I felt really lonely for like an hour and a half or 2 hours. I felt like crying. I didn't really cry, but I felt like crying. It's kind of odd. Um, that was that was around like between like 5 and 7, like 4 and 6. So anyway, I'm gonna try to get through tonight. Just I'm gonna eat a little bit of beef and that's it. I just want to say honestly, like I really think I watched Elliot Holt's video about fungus, and that's kind of what I'm dealing with. I mean, ultimately, everyone is to some degree. If unless you have perfectly balanced gut bacteria, which means you're a perfectly healthy person and perfectly happy all the time, you have no mood swings whatsoever. You're like, always you're an ideal weight, ideal moods. Everyone's dealing with this to some degree, and I was gonna say about beef is that as a blood type O, I mean, I do try to eat grass fed, but honestly, like if you have a little bit of conventional beef, honestly, it's so much better than even eating like fruit or any kind of sugar or even a lot of vegetables because you can get fat on broccoli. You know, what I'm doing is going as long as I can each day, as long as I can, and I'd recommend you do the same. There's a lot of self discipline involved, a lot of like distracting behavior. I'm never really hungry. It's just that I know sometimes when I just can't take so much, um, like detox. I don't know how to explain it. Um, it's really cool though. Like I said, I'm getting like tons of dopamine, so I'm getting like lots. I feel like very alert mentally. So I just want to know about you guys and what your struggles are. This is not something that should be taken lightly because your mind is going to determine what you do. Um, all the battle is won in the mind; it's lost in the mind as well. I don't think it's necessarily wonderful to eat late at night, but if you have to, like I said, a little bit of water, a little bit of meat, that's really the key. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, like I actually eat my meat raw. So the reason I eat it raw, I put olive oil and I just eat some like raw, beef. The reason for me is because it gives me a little bit of, it releases a little bit of like, I don't know, like opiate. I don't know what it is, but it kind of like stops the detox just for a little tiny bit, gives me a little break, and I don't know, it doesn't feel bad, and actually, it tastes fine. Cooked meat for me is a little bit more like I do well better with red meat than chicken. Like for me, chicken for me it feels like I'm a lot more out of balance when I eat it. Um, for blood type B's, chicken's going to be an issue because there is a lectin in it. And I guess in red meat, and I don't even know if there is a lectin in beef. Um, but that's that. So I'm succeeding one day at a time. Um, sometimes I'm like, oh my god, you're really thin. But you know what? I'm actually like really, I'm kind of ripped. Like not super ripped all the time. Like depending on what's happening in my belly, but like I do push-ups and sit-ups, and I'm fine. I don't look like gross or anything. So I look like I'm kind of in shape. I just look like, I'm producing massive amounts of testosterone, the growth hormone. You know, all my organs are regenerating. I'm just trusting the process. So I don't know. I just like myself better when I'm like this. I feel more content. I don't. I don't have excessive negative moods, and if I do have a negative mood, it'll pass like really quickly. Um, I don't know. This is it's just working, and I know it's going to be a process. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Um, so cool, guys. Just let you know you can do this too. A ketogenic diet, a low carb, or a ketogenic diet that's involves intermittent fasting, uh, 1 or 2 meals a day at most, and sometimes go without. So just checking in, trying to build the habit. That's what it is. It's just one habit at a time, and this is my fundamental habit. It's more important to me that I do this than anything else in my life right now, because your health is your wealth, and raising your consciousness is the goal. So that's what I'm doing. Talk to you soon. Love you.